Hello, you have arrived. Welcome to Top 5 Dead or Alive.
Hey, what's up, Top Fivers? Just a little housekeeping up front before this episode. We used Discord audio to record, so it might sound a little different on this podcast. And also, there's a little squeaky chair that I'm sitting in this episode, so hopefully that's not too much of a distraction. Also, we'll do the ads right here up front, and then you can get in the episode and on your way. We're sponsored by theluckypenny.us. It's an Etsy shop where you can customize onesies, mugs, and everything that you want. We're also sponsored by Beautifully Made Boutique. That's beautifully with 2 E's on the end. You can use the code TOP5 for 15% off. Also on theluckypenny.us, spell out TOP5, TOPFIVE, and you can get 10% off. And then we're also brought to you by St. Pete Cold Brew Coffee. You can use Top 5 for 15% off there as well. Alright, now into the episode.
Hello and welcome to Top 5 Dead or Alive. I'm your host, Taylor Huff. We have a Discord edition of this podcast. I have today a special guest. He was in our VeggieTales episode, part 2, I believe, for March Madness. Jonathan Rockstraw.
Wait, is that me? Do I come in now?
Yep, that's you.
Hey, that's me. Hey.
How's it going?
You know, another day, another dollar.
Sounds good.
Yes, sir.
All right, so today we are doing top 5 Star Wars characters.
Woohoo!
I love Star Wars, and I'm sure you do as well, John.
You know it. Star Wars is my second favorite movie series, behind Lord of the Rings, but we can do Lord of the Rings for another day.
You would be more well-versed in Lord of the Rings than I. I don't even know if I could name 5 Lord of the Rings characters.
One of these days we'll have to do it.
All right, maybe we'll do a movie marathon, and then we can do one after that.
Heck yeah, I'm down.
All right, so as a precursor to the character list, I'm going to go over my Star Wars movie rankings. We'll do that before we do this top 5 Star Wars characters.
Works for me, dude.
And I posted this a while ago on my Twitter, and then posted it to my Facebook, and it created a lot of discussion.
I bet it was a lot of bad discussion, wasn't it?
It was controversial. My caption was like, "These are my Star Wars movie my unapologetic Star Wars movie rankings." And so it was
because I could see where, because you and me already talked about it, and I disagreed with some of yours.
Yeah, it's a little controversial. So here's my Star Wars movie rankings. Coming in at number 11, which was last in my list anyway. So Attack of the Clones is 11. 10 is The Phantom Menace. I
still disagree with that, but whatever.
10 is The Phantom Menace. I did like the pod racing in Phantom Menace, and also the Darth Maul, Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan fight. So that was good in that one. For number 9, I have Rogue One. I think it was... A lot of people like Rogue One. I mean, I do like Rogue One, but I felt like it was a little overhyped as far as...
Yep, it definitely was. I know exactly what you mean, dude.
I mean, I didn't look up to see what it was on Rotten Tomatoes or anything, but I'm sure it's one of the highly rated ones. And it is good movie making. It just didn't suck me in as much as the rest of the population.
Yeah, exactly. What you mean.
One of the ones that I liked more than a lot of other people was Solo.
Oh, Solo's a good one.
So Solo, I put Solo at 8. What are your 11 through 8?
Let me think. Let me look at the list of the actual orders we're in. So I'm gonna have to go with probably my last one. Is gotta be Star Wars Episode 7.
Okay.
I wasn't a fan of how they
The Force
made
Awakens.
Rey so powerful without any Jedi training.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I watched all the other original Star Wars and all the other Jedis. They sucked when it first started.
Mm-hmm.
She touches the freaking lightsaber and she's the next god of lightsabers. No.
Yeah, you feel like they need to go through a process of like Luke did.
He had to have some Yoda character training him, so she needed someone. But no, I did not like that. After that, I'm gonna have to go with probably where you're the same exact one you have it. This one is the Phantom Menace.
Okay.
It's a great one, but it's just like it was just. There are so many other ones that were so much better. It was like the rest of them are all good. Actually, let me take that back. Rogue One. I wasn't the biggest fan of Rogue One.
Okay. So you can put that there or flip flop them.
I'm a flip flop because Rogue One, like it was a good one, but I didn't know any of the characters going into the movie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like none of them, like know none of their names, but I know why. It's because of the fact that everyone dies in that episode.
Yeah, it's like taking part in a different planet, like when they go for the rescue mission and everything like that.
Yeah, but it just wasn't my favorite. Like I've rewatched it maybe once. It's not like another one like all the other Star Wars, which I've rewatched about 100 times, all of them. Now let me think. I'm gonna have to put Phantom Menace at number 9. I love the Obi-Wan Qui-Gon versus Darth Maul. I love the pod racing, like you said. It's just they could have done so much better with Liam Neeson, who's one of the best actors of all time.
Yeah.
They could have done so much more with him.
Yeah, instead of killing him off early.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's whatever. Then what did we set up? We said top the last 4. I did that right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, your turn, buddy.
All right, so I'll just go 7 through 1.
Right,
I have Rise of Skywalker at 7, which I felt. This isn't really a usual critique, but I felt it was too fast-paced. Like they tried to cram so much. Like it was really long, so they didn't really cut much. But it was really fast-paced and
Rise of Skywalker. Is that the one I said was the worst one for me?
No. The Rise of Skywalker is the most recent Star Wars movie, not number 9.
Oh,
the episode 9.
You didn't really like it?
Well, I liked it. It was just
too fast-paced for you?
Well, there was a lot of moving parts, and like I don't know, it seemed unfinished to me.
I could see that, dude.
They could have polished up things a little bit more. But
yeah, they definitely could have. I could see that.
They did have a nice setup with. A lot of people didn't like that they brought Palpatine back, but it was an interesting little twist. One thing I didn't like about
that movie is the fact that they had to ship
that whole ship army.
Yeah, what?
The ship army thing?
No. They had to make Rey and Kylo kiss.
You didn't like that?
To ship them. No. Star Wars is not about getting people relationship except for Anakin and Padme. You don't force a freaking Sith Lord and the only other Jedi alive to make that in a movie. That was a big turnoff for me, but...
All right, so after that, I have The Force Awakens at 6.
Force Awakens, hold on. That one is
and you had that one at 9, I think.
Okay, that's the one I do not like, yeah.
And then I have A New Hope at 5, which is the original Star Wars.
Okay.
And then at 4, I have Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith is when
episode
Anakin
3
dies.
Yeah, when Anakin becomes Darth Vader.
No, Anakin's dead. Darth Vader's not Anakin. Anakin is dead.
Well, they reconstruct him.
It's a joke. I'm joking.
So the main thing I like about Revenge of the Sith is like that ending. It's near the end where they're on the lava in that whole fight scene, which lasts like 30 minutes. It's a pretty epic fight scene and everything.
I remember for my birthday, or it was either my birthday or Nathan's or Steven's when the movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to go see it in theater. And I just remember that big battle scene. I'm like, this is the greatest movie of all time. That's how big the battle scene. You're like, oh my gosh.
All right. At number 3, The Last Jedi. This is episode 8. A lot of people did not like this movie. This was one of the things that people commented on when I posted this.
Is that the one where they killed Snook or whatever his name is?
Yeah, so yes. Snook. Wait, is it Snook?
It's Snook. I just said it wrong.
Yeah, that was an awesome moment where she turns the lightsaber through him. And then
I have to agree with everyone else. That's not a good one.
Well, I like the risks they took, and like with Luke kind of refusing at first to help, but then he comes around and helps them at the end and does that teleporting fight with Kylo Ren, where he like just takes all the bullets in and then he just...
Oh yeah, that was a good part of that movie. I remember that.
And then they do a lightsaber fight, and then he passes away after that, after he uses all of his energy.
I thought that was the other one. I was wrong.
And number 2, Return of the Jedi.
Well, that's episode 5, right?
Return of the Jedi is 6.
Oh, okay.
And that's with the epic fight scene between Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And I mean, obviously, at the end, we see that Darth Vader eventually stands up for Luke and throws Palpatine over the railing.
Which everyone thought he actually died, but as we know...
Yeah, he comes back in 9.
He comes back to life somehow.
How does he... Yeah, we don't know how he does that, but...
I think they just did that because they had to.
Yeah. And then number 1, Empire Strikes Back. The classic, no, I am your father scene. And then Luke saying, it's impossible.
It's impossible.
All right, what's your
all right.
what's your top?
My top 7. All right, so
if you don't have 11, that's fine. Just whatever's left.
So I'm going to have to say Solo's probably my next one.
Okay.
I like Solo. Solo was a good movie. It was solid. It just wasn't. It was just. It's. I would not even consider it a Star Wars movie because there's not really much like I know I had to do with how Han Solo became Han Solo, but it's just not. It didn't have the action I expected it to have.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm definitely have to put 4, 5, and 6 just in that order.
Okay, that's a nice way to do it.
I like them, but they were just so Yoda, and 2 and 3 Yoda's freaking jumping off walls, and those Yoda has to freaking fight R2 with a stick.
So you like Yoda better as a youthful Jedi,
but
a youthful at 500 years old.
It's classic Luke and Darth Vader, so it's awesome.
Yeah. And
then my number 3 is gonna have to go with the newest Star Wars movie.
Okay, Rise of Skywalker.
I enjoyed it. I loved the only thing I didn't like I said, was the shipping of Kylo Ren and Rey.
Mm-hmm.
But I loved even though it doesn't make any sense how she dropped her lightsaber and it magically appeared in Kylo's hand. That was epic.
Yeah.
Kylo fighting those are known as the rogue Jedis, the Sith, the Sith's right-hand men, those 6 people.
Oh yeah, the red guys.
Taking all 6 of them on by himself. That was epic.
All right.
But yeah, that's number 3. Number 2 is what pissed me off about your list is the Attack on the Clones.
So
I absolutely love. I love
vastly different opinions on that.
I love General Kenobi, and I love Padme getting tied up and then fighting those monsters. And then I love the fact that the freaking Jedi were there and just came out of nowhere and they took on all those freaking droids.
Okay.
And I love the fact that Mace Windu cut off Boba Fett's head. Or is that Jango?
Nice. Boba Fett is
the dad
in the earlier, yeah.
Okay, yeah, Boba Fett's head.
Yeah.
And that's how Jango Fett became part of the Mandalorian story. I don't think they would have killed him off like that. I don't think.
Or did
Jango
I switch it?
What?
Is Jango the dad?
Okay, yeah. If Jango didn't have died, I don't think Boba Fett would have been in the Mandalorian story.
Right.
So I love the fact that that happened because Mandalorian is one of my favorite TV series right now.
Yeah, that is one of my top ones too.
Coming up at number 1 is my all-time, like I said, Return. Hold on. Was it the Return of the Revenge of the
Revenge of the Sith, yeah.
Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Just the classic Obi-Wan versus Anakin. No, but that's my all-time favorite movie because I just remember going to see it and the reaction of that massive fight. It's just a nostalgic moment.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Nice lists. Nice points. And then let's get into the meat of the episode, our top 5 Star Wars characters.
Want me to go first? Would you like to go first?
How about you do your number 5, and then I'll do my number 5, and then we'll do that for each one.
My number 5 is, a lot of people don't know this person. I don't even know if you're going to know him, Huff, but he is a bounty hunter, and his name is Bosk.
Okay, I've heard of that. I know the name.
He is like an alligator-looking bounty hunter.
Okay.
But in the cartoons, on the Clone Wars, and in the Star Wars game I played, he is one of the most powerful bounty hunters in the game.
Okay.
But yeah, he is like my underrated number 5.
Yeah, I have heard of that. I also have an underrated one, or one that's not really talked about much. How about this? Sebulba.
Ooh, Sebulba. Oh, I didn't even think about Sebulba.
The villainy type pod racer from Phantom Menace that, I don't know, I always remember from those races. He had the whiskers, he was purple. Yeah. He really put up a fight against Anakin, so
until he blew up and died.
Yeah. So I don't know, for some reason he stuck with me from that first from the Phantom Menace, and I think I used to have the pod racing game back for like PlayStation or something, and I'd always play with Sebulba and stuff. So
yeah, his ship was bad A.
Yeah,
I love this ship.
Yeah. All right, what's your number 4?
My number 4, everyone's favorite but least favorite character of all time, Jar Jar Binks.
That's so funny you say that because I have him at number 3.
Dude, I love him. And you remember did you actually watch the video I sent you about how people say he's actually a Sith Lord?
Oh, no, so explain it to the audience.
So, my brother sent me this little video, and it's talking about how the different things that Jar Jar did during the movie, and they actually made it seem like he actually was using the Force the whole time for you remember the part where he was fighting a droid and the droid landed on his foot and he was shooting.
Yeah.
Well, they said that the only reason that worked is because he was using the Force the whole time.
So the theory is that he's a Sith Lord or something.
The theory is he's a Sith Lord.
Huh.
Not a Jedi, a Sith Lord. They say he's bad.
Yeah.
I love it though.
I liked well, continuing on that, since we're talking about Jar Jar and he's my number 3, I just liked the risk taking that they did on the risk taking move on George Lucas's part for that, because it was so widely panned at first. Like, people didn't like it, but it created it kind of blazed a trail for movies in the future. Like, I think it was Andy Serkis. He's Gollum in Lord of the Rings, I think. So with Jar Jar, they had a guy suit up and then put like the ping pong balls on him and do the CGI stuff.
Really?
And then that
I did not even know this.
in the future. Yeah. So
That's crazy.
and Jar Jar, that was the first character to do that. So
That's epic.
yeah. All right, my number 4 is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Number 4 is Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Obi-Wan, the wise Jedi who counsels Anakin and through his becoming a Jedi, but ultimately fails to keep him on the light side. Obi-Wan just he feels like the nice old grandpa, which he eventually becomes.
Oh, that is true.
And I like the hello there memes and stuff.
Yes.
All right, what's your number?
You did your 4 and 3. I will go with my number 3 now.
Okay.
R2D2.
Nice, solid.
We have to go with it. I had to go with a droid.
Yeah, you gotta.
And R2D2, if no one knows this, he is him and C-3PO are the only 2 characters, except for Chewbacca, that are in all Star Wars movies.
That's a great tidbit there. Great fact.
And okay, since we're talking about Chewbacca, I'm gonna go with my number 2 is Chewbacca.
Okay.
He has always been tied with my first, but I'm gonna reveal my first later. But he has always been tied with when my number 1 character was no longer alive. Chewbacca just became my number 1. So Chewbacca, okay. I had to put it in because my number 1 is still my favorite character.
Can you do a nice Chewbacca impression? I'll do mine.
Okay, dude. Okay. I think we both did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I think we pass. Okay. My number 2 is Han Solo.
Okay, yep. Han Solo's good.
Han Solo's just, when you think of Star Wars, you think of Han Solo.
Yep, you have to.
The cool, suave guy who gets the girl in the end. Princess Leia.
That is true. He does get the girl.
His character didn't undergo that much of a difference like Luke did in was it 8? Yeah, The Last Jedi.
Where he died?
Yeah.
Where his son killed him?
Okay, so yeah. No, I'm talking about like his character didn't like how Luke had a difference in his character, like how Luke became like standoffish and didn't want to help the Jedi and stuff. Like Han Solo remained
solid character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, I guess he did not want to help at first, but then he came around. So I guess that's kind of both similar arcs, but
he did, but anyways. At the same time, he was not like Luke where he was offstandish.
Yeah.
Luke like pushed people away. Han just didn't want it. He's like, I'm too old for this crap.
Yeah. All right. What's your number 1?
You or me?
We'll say them at the same time.
No, because I have an intro for mine.
Okay, go ahead.
You go first, and then I'll do my intro.
Okay, what's your Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah, no, I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it in the voice of my number 1's number 1 rival. Okay. General Kenobi.
Was that
that was my best Grievous and
That was your Grievous.
But Obi-Wan Kenobi is my number 1 all-time favorite. And he also played in Christopher Robin.
Yes, he did.
And I thought it was gonna be bad because like it's Obi-Wan Kenobi, but no, he did an excellent job in that movie too.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
That's an underrated movie, dude.
Yeah.
No, but
top 5. Top 5 Winnie the Pooh movie.
Yep. No, but Obi-Wan has always been a number 1. It's even in the Clone Wars. That's what you need to do. You need to watch the Clone Wars one day.
Okay. I mean, I've seen a couple episodes, and Ahsoka's in that, right? I've seen a couple episodes with her and stuff like that. So, all right, my number 1 is Luke Skywalker. I mean, he's got the blue lightsaber. He did the epic battles with Darth Vader.
He's got the green lightsaber. He's got the purple lights. He's got every lightsaber known to mankind.
He loses his hand.
He does lose his hand. That is true.
He screams after Darth Vader says, "No, I'm your father."
No, that's impossible.
His battle with Kylo Ren, where he teleports his holograph, was top tier cinematic moment.
I did not see that happening.
Yeah, it was definitely a moment I'll never forget. All right, so those are our top 5s. Star Wars characters and our top Star Wars movie lists. We appreciate everyone for listening and following along the podcast. If you haven't already, leave a review on Apple Podcasts, and we're on Apple, Spotify, all the platforms where you get your podcasts. And continue listening to us. Maybe you'll hear John again soon.
Probably, hopefully.
Thank you for listening, and peace out.
Deuces.